Oh, what a fucking nightmare. So I keep getting logged out and shit, which is like a super pain in the ass. But we're here now, we're back in. Gnarly. Hello, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Jordan from Cult Geek, and today I'm going to be playing through the Elder Scrolls Online on my NIGHTBLADE character. So, if you don't know much about this game, then feel free to just ask any fucking questions you like. I'm a pretty honest guy, so I'll be as objective about it as I possibly can. So, on my NIGHTBLADE character, so if you don't know much about, right. Cool, there we go. Sick. Alright, what was I doing? Basically, I've been questioning Cold Harbor, which is like the end leveling zone for the vanilla kind of main story. So that's what I've been doing at the moment. I've been dicking around there, trying to do some stuff. I'm going to go back now and then try and kind of round off the main quest as it's going. So that's where we're at the moment. Just going to do a cheeky teleport back because it cannot be fucked for the life of me to get over to a way shrine. So fuck that noise. These bloody loading screens are something to be desired. And this tea is fucking glorious. That is a bloody nice cup of tea. Oh. Cool. Alright, well I think there is a little cheeky little boss around the corner, and I did try and do him last night. However, I wasn't able to do it myself. There wasn't really anyone around that actually wanted to fucking help me out. So I'm hoping that today people will be a little bit more receptive to my pleas for help, which would be ace. So cool. There is like a dude here already, which is grand. So we'll just hold arsehole and wait for some more people to come. If this is your first time watching one of my streams, then thank you very much for joining me. I do play a lot of MMOs and a lot of early access games as well. And I record my playthroughs and put them online along with some thoughts about them just to let you know whether or not it's actually worth you investing in these games. I like to be as honest about it as I can. I'm not sort of like biased towards any games. I do enjoy a lot of them, but I'll never kind of sing their praises in areas where maybe they don't deserve it. So if you'd like to check those out, then please do. That'll be rad, and maybe throw me a sub as well. So thanks. Come on, you pretty little prick. Just waiting for this little cheeky beaky to get some more people gathering around, and then we're going to go in and kick his ass. I think that's the plan. So. Hopefully that happens sooner rather than later, because we are just standing in a bunch of old wazards waiting for what is the value? I would say round about 350. And we've got another guy, sick. I think that's another NIGHTBLADE, so we've basically got a NIGHTBLADE group on the go, which is fine. Which is fine. Fine. We're gonna get fucked. give it another bash and see how it goes. I'm not gonna sort of lie and say I think it's gonna go really well. Just purely because this guy actually deals so much damage for really what he is. So absolute pain in the ass is what it is. Oh, we've now actually got a tank, so fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. It's likely to go a lot better now, so. Let's fucking go, let's do it. Got a party of 5.
was delayed. It was harder to get rid of Zignith than I thought it would be. Now, what were we talking about?
Wait, what? She just fucking disappeared. I'm so confused. Okay, there she is. That was fucking strange. What are you doing?
Now, what were we talking
It's
about?
actually a little bit creepy.
Oh, I remember. Before my people will even listen to you, you need to perform an honor deed. It has to be an act that benefits my clan. Something they would expect one of us to be able to accomplish.
Okay.
To really make an impression, you need to hurt the Lamias, kill them, burn their eggs, and defeat their champion. Even our strong... Maybe. That's certainly more than any of my people.
Okay, well, let's go to defeat the champion. I'm not really up for, like, fucking killing, like, children. It doesn't even matter if they're, like, the children of, monsters and that. It just seems a little bit... Seems a little bit fucking wrong. And again, as I've learned from those video games, especially on elves have no fucking balls. Like, assholes. They are, in fact, assholes in most games and most of the games can be attributed to just shit they messed around with most of the time, so fuck the elves.
The champion is dead. Let's return to the camp where your friend was killed. There's a portal stone there that we can use to reach the council.
Change some of the key bindings, because I can't remember what the weapon switch has been put to, and I do have two one-handed weapons, and for dual wielding especially, like the survivability versus single targets is actually quite good. Weapon swap. What? It's that key? Fuck no, we can't have that. Okay, well let's just change it over to alt, because alt is used basically to bring up like the last menu you're on. I don't really particularly find that overly helpful. So yeah, we'll take that. So just as an example, I've basically got some leech abilities on this, just to show you guys. So yeah, Bloodthirst. So basically, yeah, this will heal me for 60% of the damage caused. It's a very, very quick ability. You can do quite nice burst damage with it. So for survivability when it comes to single targets, you know, it's right up there. Damage side of things. You can literally just bang shit out of it. And then smashing on your proc, and there you go. Versus multiple target, I think I'm always going to prefer two-handed just to such leadership ability. I'm massively prefer it, so. But that's just me, I don't know anything about this fucking game. Bring it, try and sell it. I've now got like 50% of my health gain. Just by using a fucking leave ability, it's absolutely savage. 0 survivors. So it's my preferred go-to, but yeah, for bosses and shit, and maybe single encounters, 100% dual wield the whole way, so in my opinion. Yeah, if you have enjoyed me, and thank you very much. Say hi, introduce yourself. Let me know if you play the Elder Scrolls Online, or let me know if you don't and you're thinking about it. I'll answer any questions you have as honestly as I can, so just something to bear in mind.
I wasn't expecting any of this. Well, I told you that killing Lamias would get their attention. You performed an honor deed. They respect that. Hopefully that respect will last long enough for you to help me before they decide to kill you. You stay here. I'll
trying to
go
help
see
you
the
along,
council and give them the
and then
Lamia's
help
head.
you, figure
That
out
should
what
be
it is
all
you
the
wanna
incentive they
oversee.
need to agree to
That'll be
listen to
nice.
you. In the meantime, talk to the Wood Elves here. Any information you gain is just another arrow in your quiver.
Oh, lovely.
I'll return shortly. You'll be safe here, I promise. Why not get to know
You're lucky, outsider. The only thing keeping me from sticking my knife in you right now is our code. But if you think I'm going to help you, think again.
Why are elves such
You dare
assholes
challenge me?
all the time?
You test my patience, fool. Be gone before I forget my manners. I like your confidence, outsider. You've got some bark on your hide. And that's exactly what you're going to need if you go up against Elder.
Is it really? Let me...
Can you hear me now? And hopefully the answer will be yes. And if it is a yes, I will tell you why you can now hear me. And it's quite embarrassing.
Farinil is like a sister. I hope I don't live to regret this. Imril is the oldest member of the council. She's also the most...
Okay, well basically, I've just looked at my mic and I put it on mute when I went to go make a cup of tea. So I've basically been talking, and no one's been able to hear me because I'm fucking stupid. So thanks for letting me know though, man. I've honestly probably not figured that one out for quite some time otherwise. So.
You don't honestly believe you can do that, do you? Our people made a vow to protect this citadel long before I was born. The elders are ancient and stuck in their ways.
Oh no, honestly, I don't even know how I managed to dress myself half the time. So.
We get to see bright skies and clear water. I've only heard stories about such things. Listen, if you speak to Elder Elsorith, show some compassion. Life on account.
Alright, okay, so now I've just got to talk to one more Wood Elf, and hopefully that would have been able to convince them to get involved with what we're doing.
But even a mighty storm starts with a right breeze. Still, an honor deed is an honor. I'm not sure I should help you, but you seem to be on Farinil's good side.
news.
Okay, whatever.
The council has agreed to meet with you. The council will see you, but this won't be easy. You have one chance to convince them, so make sure you put your best foot forward. My people, our future, depends on it. We can't continue to be prisoners in our own forest. Dealing with the council can be tricky. It's a collection of individuals, each with his or her own idiosyncrasies.
See, this is what like confuses me, and this tends to be like a common theme in a lot of fantasy games. You normally have like these end of the world or end of the galaxy or whatever kind of like scenarios, and you have to fucking fight like tooth and nail to just get people to like fucking help you. Like, I understand it's just, you know, it's like story mechanics and plot devices and that, but it's kind of like you should be wanting to do this anyway, right? And they're like, no, like we've got some like fucking politics to sort out with some like leader that we don't like, and then maybe we'll help you, you know, like save all life. But
Present a good argument and make it count.
your fucking writers suck. But I mean, like, to be brutally honest, I don't think ZeniMax and Bethesda have ever been known for like their stellar kind of script writing, to be fair. I've played through like Skyrim and Oblivion quite a few times, and I can't even tell you really what the main plot outside of wanting to kill Alduin in Skyrim is, because it's just so fucking it's so forgettable really. But okay.
Yes, we have sworn to protect the passage that leads to the tower known as the Lightless Oubliette. In exchange, we have been given the gift of shadow walking. Winnock, respect is a luxury I cannot afford. I need proof that Molag Bal lies to us. I have heard your words and I shall think upon them. Please.
Oh my god, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Lies and be quick about it.
Exactly what I was talking about.
Contemplate today. That annoying foreigner has convinced you of her fables, hasn't she? I tire of this argument. But you did perform an honor deed. I shall give you one chance to. I require neither your pity nor your condolences. I have listened to your words while.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to really
You have accomplished
I don't really know what to say to these guys, to be fair.
what performed an honor deed.
Yeah, and that's you know, that's the thing, Michael, like
You must
I think they can get away with it because the game makes up for it enough to the point where you don't necessarily mind. But I think if you do sort of take a step back and look at the story that is unfolding before you, and the the trials and tribulations that you got to force your way through, it is kind of laughable.
This news disturbs.
But yeah, fuck it, the combat's awesome. You know, I play quite a few MMOs, and I think the combat in this game definitely appeals to me quite a lot. The PvP side, maybe not so much, because I think it can just be a little bit down to A, numbers, and B, who smacks their keyboard the hardest. But you know, the actual general PvE combat is pretty awesome. So. So are they gonna help me now, or I don't fucking know. I read through all of that, and it still makes minimal sense to me. But
You're back. Tell me everything. Did it go well? Were you able to convince them? Of course they are. That's what the council does. Sometimes I think that's all they ever do. Of course you did. I know you did. Now we just have to wait. Ah, someone's stepping through the portal now. Here comes the council.
Outsider, step forth and hear the council.
okay, see if they've made up their mind whether or not they want to bloody help yet.
Even drew upon Faraniel's arguments from past meetings. Understand, the council can no longer ignore the truth happening around us. For too long we obeyed our vows and waited for a reward that will never be granted. Should we continue on our path? It means that your argument has convinced us. I sent runners to unlock the ruined passage that leads.
Thank fuck for that. Honestly, some sense finally in this bloody
Did you
zone.
convince them? Yes, you did it. You really did it. I've tried for so long to convince them, and now we can finally leave this. When the council finally makes a decision, they act with speed and certainty. I suggest you head for the door to the room.
Okay, let's go. I can now. I mean, the reason why we're kind of currently doing this is because where we are in Cold Harbor at the moment, we wanted to launch an assault on Molag Bal using the guilds, the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. And when we got teleported into Cold Harbor, our groups basically got split. So there's a place here called the Hollow City, and we're trying to restore it and use it as like a kind of a forward camp to push our assault through on Molag Bal. So I've saved the Mages Guild leader, and now we've got to save King Lao. I call him King Lao because I can't actually pronounce the entirety of his name up until just the Lao bit. So I'm just running with that. So that's where we're at now, just to give you guys a little recap. And yeah, basically that is exactly what's happening right now. I've talked to enough people, and I can now continue through to the next fucking zone. So. You know, I feel inclined to kill stuff on the way, just to, you know, put a little bit of action into the stream. Because at the moment it's just been a talking simulator for like the past 10 minutes, so. Alright, sweet. So we should now be able to enter this ruined passage and then get into the tower. And hopefully we can just wrap up this really, really boring quest. I really like Cold Harbor, but yeah, they kind of, I don't know, I think they let the ball drop a little bit with this zone, but...
The promised one has finally arrived. The light of Meridian is yours to claim. With it, you can finally set me free.
Okay. Ancient branch, examine. Okay.
Bring the crystal with you. You will need it to free me from.
I feel like the Light of Meridia was in another Elder Scrolls game. Possibly Skyrim. Am I getting that confused with something else? What there was what's the Daedric princess called? Is it Azura or something? Like, don't you have to get some sort of light for her? I can't remember if that's the same thing or if I'm just talking out my ass, but...
Waited. Do you know how boring that can be? But now, you are here, just as Meridia foretold. The Radiant One knows many things. She knew that one day the city she plunged into Cold Harbor would serve
Oh my god, no, I can't fucking read this. I can't fucking read this. Let's just go.
You made it this
How did I wind up here? Okay, cool, I'm on my way. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just skip through this and then I'll read the fucking quest summary. Enter the tower. That's it. I've just got to enter the tower. That's my next quest. Fuck everything he just said. Cool. So talk to Mind Shadow Crystal. I've fucking got to talk to something else. Use the light of Meridia. Okay. Well, I can't do anything with these just yet, so let's just go to the next zone. Okay. Is that all I get? Like, all right, no, it disappears past here. How weird. I'm now beginning to think that maybe, just maybe, he may have explained to me how this works during our conversation, and I've I've skipped past it. Oops. Okay, cool. I might switch to my dual wielding for the majority of this because it looks like the mobs are pretty small. Yeah, I mean, I do get itchy feet when I play games like this, Michael. All I want to do is just ball sack it through the dungeon and just like cause havoc, and this game just doesn't seem to want to let me do that at times. So cool, there we go. Yeah, that leech ability from dual wielding is just, I know I keep bringing it up, but it is so fucking satisfying. There's no other way I can really kind of describe how easy it is to kind of go through single mobs using that leech ability. I don't think the burst output is as good as using like using a two-handed, for example, but yeah, it's certainly like a lot easier to stay alive than just fighting single targets. So oh, you're joking. Alright, cool. Oh, there we go. I'm getting absolutely buggered at the moment. Oh. Come on. I think I'm just having a massively off day. I am a lot better at this game sometimes. It's just normally not when I'm streaming. So you'll have to take my word for that, so. Oh no. I'm really sorry. Also, I think I got a little notification, which probably means somebody has subscribed or donated. Unfortunately, it hasn't told me which, but either way, I'm eternally grateful for whoever just did that. So thanks very, very much. Your subs and support are always appreciated. It's kind of why I do this. Plus, playing games is just fucking awesome. So. Cool. So I've got to light this this little cheeky beaky in here. Mind Shadow Crystal. Is that it? The crystal radiates an aura of awareness and lethargy. That basically just describes me on a daily basis. How would you describe Jordan? He is an aura of wariness and fucking lethargy. That's it, basically. So I think I should be able to go up here now and ball sack it through that little oh, hello. Yeah, ball sack it through that little door that I couldn't get through earlier. So go on, lad. But yeah, I mean, I've only started playing the NIGHTBLADE recently. I used to really love playing on my Dragon Knight. And that's because at one point they were basically effectively the master race, if you like, of the game. And they use a nice little mixture of stamina and magicka as well. I've never really been interested in playing like a sort of stealth focused character, but I decided to give it a go on this little dude, and I'm actually really pleased that I did. NIGHTBLADEs are actually super fun. They have a lot of burst abilities, and they have a lot of self-sustaining sort of abilities as well, which is super awesome. So if you haven't played a NIGHTBLADE before, I would really kind of recommend it. And also on that note, if you do want to know anything about this game, I don't profess to be an expert, but I know a little bit, and I'm always happy to give advice or to even give you opinions if that's what you're after. So just gonna check these bookshelves, because just like the other Elder Scrolls games, reading books can improve your knowledge in certain things, and it's kind of a fucking cheater's way to level up some of those skills sometimes. So at the moment I am trying to work my way through the Fighter's Guild skill tree, and I'll show you why in a moment once I've gotten this next crystal, because I'm after a particular ability, which is the ultimate, and it's an ultimate called Dawnbreaker. And because I am primarily a stamina build with a little bit of magicka, Dawnbreaker is effectively what I want from a melee character. The damage output in itself is fucking gnarly, and it would really benefit the kind of build that I'm going for at the moment. But the only way I can level it up is by killing Daedra and doing like the anchors that come down from the sky. If you haven't seen any of those, then I'll probably do one in a little bit. And just so you know, later on today, maybe possibly this evening, I'm not quite sure yet, I'm going to be doing a PvP stream. So I'm going to be going into Cyrodiil and fucking about there. Like I said, I'm not a very avid PvPer, however I do enjoy it, and I always like to get kind of involved in the thick of what's going on. So I'll get a nice group going, and we'll try and take some fucking forts for the Daggerfall Covenant. So that's the plan. But I'll put details up of what time I'll be doing that, so hopefully if you guys want to come and watch me, you'll know what time's come. So alright, sick. Right, I should be able to put this crystal in, and then there'll be one more crystal to do, I think. Okay, groovy. So, take the Flame Shadow crystal, and that is through this door, and then we're good. Dude, I was already doing it. You have to fucking like be all important and show up and tell me that I've got to do it. I was already doing it. Fucking elves. Hello, son. I do love Frost Atronachs, and you know what? I think it is a fucking crime. An absolute crime that you cannot summon them as a sorcerer. I think it may have been cool with the new Warden class that they're bringing in, if you could summon them in as soon as they focus on frost magic and that, but you also do get a fucking like animal companion as a Warden, so I'm kind of Kind of acting like a spoiled kid, really. Whoa, this looks different. Cool. Right, I'm just going to slip out of here, see if I can avoid those ads. Right on. Put this little cheeky beaky in there, and that should be it. We should be able to go through into King Dinar's prison.
Now, enter the oubliette and
Wicked. And then hopefully after doing this, we should be able to like push into the northern part of the map. However, there's another part to this, which is the Fighters Guild quests, and I deliberately haven't done the kind of main final quest for that yet. Reason being is because you get what is called a prismatic weapon that you get to choose from, which is a really powerful weapon. Now I haven't got it yet, because if I get it now, it scales to my level, so I'm obviously like, what am I now? I'm 41, so if I get it now, I'll be like 41, 42. However, if I wait till I'm 160 on the champion point scale of things, which is the kind of max rank you can go in terms of your rank. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Do the south emitter now? Okay, I should probably be paying attention to what he says. But yeah, if I do it at that rank, it will basically scale to that level, and then I'll basically be affording myself the opportunity to get, you know, one of the most powerful weapons in the game. So that's what I'm going to do. Last time I made the mistake of getting it when I was like 38 or something like that, and it just, you know, I ended up missing out a little bit, so. Okay, so now I guess I've got to try and align these beams up, right? See, I'm not a huge fan of quests like these because it never fucking works as intended. Like, see, I click the button and then I've got to wait. I've got to wait ages to for it to actually fucking turn. There we go. Now it's turned. I've got to rotate this one, and it just takes ages to like either find out whether or not it's activated or until I can actually just use it again. It's just not like super fun. Right, now I use this and I should be able to just direct the beam back onto the receiver, and that should, with any luck, just destroy it, which is what I think I'm supposed to be doing. Is that it? Oh, dude, come on, really? I'm really sorry, that is super fucking bright. Like, I don't know how it's appearing on the stream, but that's really not very nice on the eyes. Oh man, this is not fun. There we go. No? I thought that would have been it. Oh, fuck me. I think basically like it's taking it's just lagging out when I click to make it go that way. It's then just taking ages to actually turn. Oh. See, I'm a big believer, like, in MMOs, with quests like this. If it doesn't work, like, at least 90% the way you want it to, then don't fucking have it in the game. Like, that is... What? Why isn't it working? Oh! That really makes like up to zero fucking sense why I can't get that to activate. I'm just gonna fucking move these ones along and see if I can get these prisms activated and then maybe go back to it. Because that is super confusing. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. I wouldn't rule that out completely, so. No, that wasn't it. There we go. I think we're now making some progress with this. If you have just joined me, then thanks very much. Welcome to my fucking light beam simulator, where the quest is now forcing me to just turn these bloody prisms to try and match these lights up. I've got to destroy. Can I just not fucking hit it with my sword? Would that not make more sense? Like if you're sitting at home or wherever it is you're watching this thinking, man, this isn't fun to watch. This isn't fun to fucking play either. I promise you, like this is such a stupid quest. There we go. I think there's like I can see a very small bit of the prism protruding there. Okay, so that's the north receiver done. So now we've got to do the south receiver. That's what the receiver looks like. So where's the other fucking receiver then? Here. Okay, this is on me. It looks like I had to go over this way, but in all honesty, it's not fucking overly obvious, to be fair. And even then, you can't really. You've got to like squint to see where that light's actually pointing. Okay, so now if we turn it again. Fucking hell. And again. It's irritating because, you know, the game's actually like a hell of a lot more engaging than this, and this quest is just, it's really boring. I promise that the stream will get better than this. If you reward me with your patience, then I will, I'll make sure that it gets better, but unfortunately you just joined me at a time where I've been given like an asshole quest to do, so. There we go. One more turn, or two more turns. And that should be it, right? And we've released the guy.
Freedom at long last. My calculations suggested that you had a slightly better chance to fail. Agreed. Allow me.
Oh, thank God for that. That was actually bloody painful to do. I really didn't enjoy that at all. They fucked up a little bit there, but I also need to get rid of some of this shit because my bag's just getting full. I am using a couple of add-ons. If you want to know what they are, then let me know and I'll talk you through each one. I'm using a couple of cool ones that definitely make sort of the experience a lot better. Some I would say are quality of life, and others are just I would say actually pretty necessary to the game. But yeah, let me know, or if there's any add-ons that you think maybe I should use that I'm obviously not using at the moment, then yeah, just let me know and I'll look into it and see what they're all about. So cool. Now we should be going back to the Hollow City now. Which is great because I was really, really sick of that other fucking place that we were in, so.
barely set foot within these hallowed walls, and I already feel 1,000 times better. And now that you are here, we can determine our next move against that vile Molag Bal. I must take stock of our assets and resources, determine just how much might we can bring to bear. Only then can I develop a strategy that shall allow us to win this war. But forgive me, I wanted to convey that you performed admirably.
You know what, I'm going to wear that heavy bit of armor purely for a survivability standpoint. And also I've got a heavy armor perk that actually rewards me with stamina every time I get hit. I think it can only occur a couple of times. So yeah, if we have a look, my health and health recovery is going to go up a bit. My max stamina is going to take a bit of a hit, and so is my stam recovery, but then my resistance goes up as well, and I think it's probably just worth doing at this point. The game's only going to get harder, so...
The pieces begin to fall into place. Small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside seem to be under the protection of the night. The pieces begin small groups.
Okay, so now we've got to introduce this guy to the Fighters Guild, who should be in here.
Your nagging is becoming more annoying than my persistent brash. We finally have a secure base.
Okay, well that guy's like waffling on. I'm just gonna check the bookshelf, see if there's any skills I can learn.
You want us to hide behind these walls? To leave our comrades to die while you sit and ride and lounge around? You have no honor.
Don't lecture me about honor, elf. You have no idea what I've seen or what I've gone through. My apologies for that display. The whole rash comment. Just a figure of speech, of course. So, I suppose you know more about this place than any of us. Like where I can get a decent drink? A safe haven, eh? I didn't really expect to see cheer. I could let
Okay.
you off and save an alien.
Attend me, soldiers. We have a war to win, and time grows short.
What in Ariel's name is this? Who are you?
So that's the last alien, huh? I thought he'd be more dusty. Isn't that what happens when elves get really, really old?
Shut it, you bop.
Who's in charge of this group? Step forward and address me. Then allow me to rectify that. I shall lead you. We shall recover your comrades and complete your mission. If that does not work for you, your services are no longer needed.
I don't know who you are, but you aren't Fighters Guild. You have no authority over us.
Do you challenge me then? Do you want me to kill you to prove my combat prowess to your...
This is such an awkward, like,
Necessarily my
fucking cutscene. I just wish they'd get on with it a little bit. Although, let it be known that this fucking vampire over here looks absolutely badass. Big fan of that beard. I'm not really into like vampires in this game, purely just because like I think the negative buffs against them are kind of persistent as well. I just outweigh the positives, especially if you can't be fucked to deal with them all the time. But that's just me, to be honest. So.
will help us win this war. I do not expect this group to continue
Okay.
to amass our...
I refuse to leave on.
Restore the Hollow City. Above.
The pieces are almost... Thanks to your efforts, life is returning to the city. Already, marching against this enemy at less than full strength would not be advised. Of course, victory is never guaranteed.
Okay, so I've got to find more allies to boost bolster their numbers. However, I don't know really where else I can go. There's that public dungeon. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking go for it because
Thanks to marching against this very well.
yeah, let's just go. Let's just do it. Talk to the groundskeeper outside the chapel. Okay, cool. Fuck it, let's go do that, and then start the assault against Molag's Bowls. But yeah, if you have just joined me, then thanks very much for joining me on this adventure through Tamriel. My name is Jordan. I play a lot of MMOs, and I also play early access and indie games as well. I like to give my thoughts and opinions of them. If you are enjoying the stream, then you know, check out my other stuff as well, and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. And if you don't enjoy what you see, then soz. So cool. I'm just gonna get rid of some of this shite that I have in my bags. I have definitely got too much crap in here. Alright. And that should be good for now. See if I can get rid of some of these bows and stuff as well that I don't need. And then do the same with clothing, just to free up my bags mostly. You know what? I am actually gonna wear that instead because it would do me better for my stam recover and my magicka, so I think it's definitely worth investing in. Cool. I think that should be okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'll just get rid of this other stuff then, and
My forge.
get rid of some of these because I really don't need them. I think some of these poisons can go. Cool. All right, looks good. Let's haul our soul over to the chapel and start this quest.
Look around you. See how the people brighten the streets with King Dinar and Varnus have begun to rally the troops. They have called for a council. I sense other lights trapped in the darkness. They're exact. You shall find the Ayleid king.
Okay.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault. We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the... Well said, friend. Attention, please.
Okay.
I have called you all here. The very essences of Nirn into Cold Harbor. The Fighters Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders. But blades have little power against magic.
And that's where my mages come in. Our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures, and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Barl's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic.
I can already see this going wrong, to be honest, but...
Magical. I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength.
Can I sit down at the table? I can. Fuck yeah. Immersion.
But hopefully, a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The planar vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel.
Oh man, can we just get on with it now? Like, I get it, but I mean, it would be rad if we could just skip all this talking and shit, but...
As it may, we launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
Okay, cool. So that's that done. We can now talk to the king, and then hopefully just get on with the rest of the story.
Cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you.
Oh no, it better not be sexual. I feel like it's gonna be sexual.
This mission needs a leader.
Okay.
I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already accomplished the impossible. But you are one of a very small few that I would trust with this task.
Sexual wouldn't have been so bad, but...
I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to...
Okay.
With the combined, it is a matter...
So yeah, that's that. It looks like we're able to cross the chasm now, which is great. We can finally get out of this fucking area. Yay! But yeah, earlier on in the stream I mentioned that later on I'm going to be doing a PvP stream, so I'm going to be going into Cyrodiil and picking up a group and attacking some forts and stuff, purely because I've had some people in the stream ask me if I can go ahead and do that and give them a bit of an idea of what PvP looks like in this game. So I will stick up details in the stream for later on for when I'll actually be doing that. It'll probably be in like maybe 5-6 hours time. So it'll be like an evening stream, or if you're based over in America, it'll be like a mid-afternoon stream. So.
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its situation?
Okay, cool. Let's go through. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take like an hour break, and I'm going to come back probably about just after 2 o'clock and pick this up. But thank you very, very much for sticking around. If you have enjoyed it so far, then remember to subscribe so you can see when my other streams are scheduled. And you can also check out some of my other videos as well. But thanks again for joining me. I'll see you in an hour.